Alright guys, today I want to talk about the face-on view that coaches have when players are hitting driver and distinguishing the top half and the bottom half in the swing. It's very, very important for angle of attack. Okay, too many times I see players kind of move everything in one fell swoop. There is a real difference here to how things work, and it's a lot less than we think. Okay, so with the driver, okay, ball position goes forward, goes without saying, okay? Stands wider for balance, goes without saying. Weight, this is where things get confusing. I'm not strict here. I definitely don't want too much weight on the left side. 50-50 is acceptable, 60-40 is acceptable. But how do we get 60-40 split or 50-50 split? Well, for me, it's done in spine tilt, okay? So if I can get my base nice and solid, nice and wide, ball position forward, and tilt, okay, because my head has moved a little bit more off center, my weight is now a little bit right side dominant without my base being lopsided. I don't want players leaning like this. You're going to have a lot of ground ball drop kicks, okay? I don't like that, okay? I do want you to have a positive angle of attack. I do want your eyes behind the ball, but I want top half and bottom half to be in balance, okay? One might have to offset the other. So this is what I like to see. This is how I like to execute drivers myself. So my ball position is established after my club and my hands are placed on the club. Left foot, right foot, and a spine tilt, okay? Sometimes now I even go as far as just to pressure my left shoe a little bit to compensate with this spine tilt. So if I'm behind the ball here, I'm centered here. For me, it just makes me feel better that kind of one offsets the other. I like that. Explore it, see how it goes for you. Now, as far as the structure goes, my takeaway hopefully doesn't do much downstairs. Okay, my club should move, if this was a clock and this is 6 o'clock, 7 and 8, without my wrists doing a great deal and without my thighs turning and my hips rotating too much. I don't want much here. My arms and the structure are going to do a lot of the job to about here. This is going to implement width, connection, and balance. Okay, the good news is, and it's very, very difficult to leave this until you maybe experienced it, a large chunk of the backswing is complete, okay? I don't have to do much more work to generate power, okay? So I'm going to do a wide turn without disrupting my structure downstairs, keeping my spine tilt here. So that's phase one, okay? Phase two, I'm going to have this club just change angle a little bit. Now, if I have my compass, which I don't, but I'm going to make up some numbers. They'll be there or thereabouts. I'm sure we're going to have some people check this, and feel free to do so. It'll be there or thereabouts. If that's 180, because a straight line is 180, this angle might change to about 130 degrees, okay? This is not a maximum wrist hinge. Too many times I see big hinges. You don't want to narrow this angle down. You want to keep an angle minimal. You want the wrist to utilize, because that's what's going to help the club migrate north, get it above your shoulder. We don't want to lift the club up, but we also don't want to hinge dramatically here because we get too tight and too narrow, okay? So phase one, 8 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Phase two, subtle wrist hinge, so it goes about 130 degrees. And then congratulations, in my opinion, or at least in feeling, we're done. I only have one job left, and that's to turn my left shoulder under the chin, which is about that much. Bang. See, this structure stayed intact here. I want maximum work done here, little bit of work here, and a little bit of work here. I want the workload to get lighter as the swing's progressing, not heavier. Anytime I feel like I'm out of position, I'm working really hard throughout the whole swing. It's exhausting, and the golf balls tend to go everywhere. So let's put that together, okay? Club hands, ball position, tilt, pressure, okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So with that said, focus on your setup, balance your lower half with your top half, takeaway, subtle, subtle. The work is done downstairs, okay? Work smarter, not harder. Good luck.